India's automotive lubricant market is growing at a CAGR of 1.4%. There are many companies in this segment, and yet Daewoo is trying to make a space into this sector. And today we have Mr. Vineet Singh, who is director of Daewoo India with us. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you for having me. My pleasure.
Sir, could you please explain your strategy to venture into the space in India, and how are you gonna expand in the country? What are the market projections according to you?
Thank you for having me. In fact, today we are very excited as we are doing a launch for Daewoo Lubricant India, and in fact, I thank the Indian government and the local partner and people like you, the press. So the strategy is to get the Korean technology, and which is more into innovation, trust, and sustainability, and Indian capability in the manufacturing industry. So where India is known for manufacturing the product. So yes, with Leo technology and with MIL manufacturing background, I think we are very much excited, and the strategy will be to go in the market in all the segment. We are launching in automotive, industrial, and commercial. So yes, very excited to be to be in India.
Right. So lubricant market is very less talked about in this space. What are your projections for the automotive lubricant segment in the country?
Well, yes, it is not much talked about, and probably it can be one of the boring topic of the product. But let me tell you that in fact we are still growing in fact across globe, and the growth has been minimum 2%. In between there was in fact slack, but I think the demand is picking up. We see a growth across globe, and if you talk about Middle East, all the refinery they're expanding. That means even they see the growth. So in fact we take the strategy and direction from the refinery in the Middle East. They are the hub for the oil. So based on that, I think growth is going to sustain, and for next 5 years, in fact, we have a plan in place, which we should achieve.
Right. So how are you focusing on the Make in India goal?
It's 100% make in India. It is make in India. In fact, we are only transferring the technology, all the support what is required for a local partner, that is MIL. But from Daewoo, Korea, in fact, we are very much into supporting India, the government and MIL. So they will be doing 100% MIL. MIL will be doing 100% make in India.
Right. So since there are so many competitors in this space, what are your views or strategies in order to compete with those companies, and what market share are you looking at?
Okay, so first I'll answer the second part, market share. We are looking to have a market share of 2% in next 12 to 18 months, and 3% in next 3 years. Coming on the competition, yes, I think there is a competition everywhere, and we cannot deny. But as we mentioned, that we did our groundwork, we had done our homework well. So in fact, probably we had hired one of the world in fact the consulting company. We got a report, and after that we are very much positive. Based on that, we have done our strategy as per the Indian market. How the Indian market works, the culture, in fact, the precision, and in fact, we are going to have a tie-up with all the OEM. We are going to we are also going to have a tie-up with the refinery across globe, where we can get the base oil at a much better rate than the competitor. So with these, and of course, the team. Everyone knows that we have got the best team. All the veteran, even the bottom line, even in fact, the technician are also from the industry with minimum 5 years. So I think with the fusion of all three things, I think probably we are all set, and we are very much excited with our strategy. It will work well.
So, which part of the automotive, which kind of vehicles are more dependent on lubricants? Which segment are you? Which segment demands more of lubricants? If you can explain that.
So majorly MCO, that is motorcycle oil.
Okay.
That will be our focus in the start in 6 months. MCO. Then we also get into the tractor, and next will be industrial, and the last will be commercial, because it's very tough to crack the commercial tree with all the OEM. So in fact, for that also we have a strategy in place: MCO, then industrial, and then commercial.
Right. And now that everybody is striving towards electrification of vehicles, what is the role of lubricants in EVs? And how is Daewoo? Are there any specific plans to cater to EVs?
No, I think we talk as of now. We are talking about Daewoo Lubricant India, and in fact, lubricant has a very good business and future in India and across the globe. So EV, yes, there might be some competition here and there, but I think we are well placed, to cater to the market.
Right. And if not EV is one way the country is moving toward the net zero. What is Daewoo India planning to or already has incorporated ways to make the business more sustainable in terms of less emitting of carbon
So
greenhouse gases?
yeah, so we have a plan, and already in fact it's getting done in our plant. So we start with the plant, where we are going to have all the raw material, the mold and the can, in fact, which will be zero emission, and it's also being used, with a recycle thing, and whatever can we are going to use, it will be recycled. So I think yes, in that area also we are supporting the government of India, the plan to have X percentage emission by next 2028.
Basically, not directly with the machine, with the
Indirectly we
vehicle,
are
but
supporting.
indirectly you're
Yes.
supporting that.
Yes.
You talked about 100% localization. How about selling it globally?
Uh, so we have a different team. Daewoo, in fact, operates in different country under different, partnership and franchisee. Here we are, in fact, Daewoo India, and after 24 months, we'll also be exporting, into a different market, primarily Middle East, Africa, and West Africa.
Okay.
So yes, we want to go global.
Right. So if I may ask you, in the next 10 years, how do you see the lubricant market, automotive lubricant market growing in India? What will be your answer?
I think MIL guys will be more, they can tell, but yes, I think uh, telling you the global picture of the Daewoo lubricant across every country we are growing, and primarily after 2020 Corona, we are doing very well. So I anticipate the same for India, and I wish in fact MIL to do well, and definitely with our support of Daewoo, I think we have a very bright future.
Right. Thank you for talking to
Thank
us,
you.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you.